I'm Kurt Loder with MTV News. Pearl Jam's new album, Victology, already ranked at number 55 on the Billboard album chart after its release on vinyl 3 weeks ago, rises to number 1 on Monday, boosted by CD and cassette sales figures. Victology has sold some 877,000 CD and tape copies since its release in those formats last week, more than twice as many as the Beatles' Live at the BBC album, which enters the Billboard chart at number 2 on Monday. Then again, Pearl Jam's last album, Versus, sold an even heftier 950,000 copy in its first week of release. In other band news, Aerosmith will be opening its own nightclub in its hometown of Boston this coming Monday. The club is called Mama Kin, after the title of one of the first songs Aerosmith singer Steven Tyler wrote, and it's designed to be a 250-seat showcase for unsigned local bands, complete with what's being called an arena-quality sound system and video cameras and digital audio equipment to record performances. There's also what's called an A&R room, equipped with telephones and faxes for schmoozing record executives. Aerosmith also plans to add what it calls a way-off-Broadway theater by next spring to showcase the work of unproduced playwrights. Aerosmith will perform at the club's Monday opening and will then take a year off from the road to work on its next album. To Steven Tyler, I'm always amazed we made it. Hope Mama Ken gives others a chance. Meanwhile, the band Boston played its first live shows in 6 years on Monday and Tuesday at the House of Blues in Cambridge. The shows were benefits for local children's charities, and of course the group played songs from its 1976 debut album, recently named the second biggest selling album in all of recorded history on this planet or anywhere else. Here's some footage. In news of music at an even more lustrous vintage, the Christmas market is already flooded with box sets right now, and some of them are genuinely worth the attention of anyone seriously interested in the roots of American music. Rhino's splendid R&B box is a wonderful survey of 5 decades of glorious rhythm and blues, and many, many classic hits and near hits. And there's a new Everly Brothers box called Heartaches and Harmonies, which contains some of the most beautiful country-tinged high harmony singing in rock history, not to mention the indelible tunes of the great songwriting team of Felice and Boudleaux Bryant. Also recommended is the latest Sun Records collection, which documents the birth of rockabilly and rocking blues at Sam Phillips' Sun Studio in Memphis in the 1950s, a collection of music that still sounds as fresh and strange today as it did back then. The band, a classic American rock group highly influenced by the Sun Records sound, is the subject of a good new box called Across the Great Divide, and jazz fans will want to scarf up the new collection of the Blue Note Records recordings of the late great Thelonious Monk, a man who found new notes where none were thought to exist. And finally, there's the Louis Armstrong box set, which chronicles the early work of one of the most influential figures in the history of American music, a master entertainer and a great technical innovator as well. Happy shopping. Finally, in strange star behavior news, the New York Post reports that Prince, the one-time hitmaker who now affects an unpronounceable symbol as his name, showed up in a limousine at a Manhattan nightclub called SOB's on Tuesday night, and a bodyguard crawled out of the giant vehicle to explain to the door personnel the importance of its passenger. The pathetic thing is he couldn't name him, said the club's manager, Jack Luber. He made like a hand signal which no one understood. Someone finally guessed it was Prince or whatever, and he was allowed inside with his inevitable retinue of hangers-on. In other Prince news of a sort, a man arrested by police in upstate New York recently and thought to be one person while claiming to be another has found a way to evade being ID'd for a while at least. While sitting in his cell, he chewed the skin off all 10 of his fingertips. Fingerprinters are now apparently patiently waiting for the gnawed stubs to grow back in. That's the news for now. To relive all of the biggest news of 1994, try to catch The Year in Rock, premiering Friday night at 7 p.m. East and West, and airing over the weekend at these other times. That's the news for now. We'll be back with more later here on MTV.
MTV News. You hear it